And recently in my video, most people asked how much time does it take to speak English. See, to be frank, some years, like 2 years. In that 2 years, nearly 1.5 years was completely wasted because of these mistakes. And I'm very sure that every person who wants to learn English will definitely do this mistake, because in front of me I have seen so many people doing these mistakes. I hope you won't do that mistakes. And this video is very simple. So in this video I'm going to share the mistakes which I did and the mistakes which you might do while learning English. So it's just a matter of 5 minutes, and these 5 minutes will definitely help you to change your game of English. So let's get into the video. For my latest video, there are so many comments, like everyone is saying like, do we need grammar? How much grammar is enough to speak English fluently? And if you ask me, is grammar important? Yeah, grammar is very important, because if you change the tenses or say like, it kind of doesn't feel like you're a professional speaker. So the question is, how much grammar is important? See, from my experience, 10th class grammar is enough to speak English fluently, because there will be so many things: active voice, passive voice, indirect speech, prepositions, articles. So there are so many things which were involved in 10th class grammar. I started to speak English fluently because my English sir in 10th class really taught well, so I just understand very well, and because of his grace I'm speaking in front of you very fluently thanks to him. So 10th class grammar is enough. So just get a reference from 10th class textbooks or something like that, or you can just watch 10th class videos grammar. Every video in YouTube, like how to speak English fluently, like there are so many videos in the niche of English. Every video will have like millions of views. Does million students speak English fluently? No. Then what is the main reason? We waste a lot of time just watching video. And I have seen every video on the YouTube, like how to improve English. Nothing. It's not like that videos are very bad. It's like we haven't tried anything they said. We are just watching the videos. If you don't follow, then nothing is going to help you. If you are just watching this video, please remember that you have to do the work. But the mistake which we do a lot is we'll always say like, I want to learn English, I want to learn grammar. But the fact is, you can write English, you can read English, but the only problem is you can't speak English. So here you know English, because if you are watching this video, you can understand English. There is no problem with your English. But the only problem is you are not able to speak in English. If you think I want to learn English, you will always think of studying English or improving grammar and things like that. So rather than saying I want to learn English, just say I want to speak English. So every time when you think about English, you are thinking about I want to speak English, I want to speak English, and that will help you to push towards speaking English. And it sounds very silly, right? But the fact is, it's all about mindset. When I listen about the word mindset, I remember like every person in the YouTube saying like, you have to speak English, you have to speak English, you have to speak English at least 15 minutes a day. And I really taken it as a motivation, and I started speaking English for months and months, but still I haven't improved English. And the main reason for that is I'm not speaking out. I have been speaking English in my mind. When I started opening my mouth, words are not coming out. So the blunder mistake which every person will make is they'll speak English in their mind and they'll see like I'm very good at English, and they'll try in front of their friends, they'll fail. And this is the main reason. I have wasted like 2 to 3 months just speaking English in my mind. Like, it's such a horrible situation. Like, no, it's very important to speak out loud, but the main problem which we face when we want to speak out is the confidence. We are not confident. So the main mistake which I did, which failed to be confident, is I was not confident. See, I had a quote like, fake it until you make it. See, till now I'm very afraid of speaking English, but the only thing which helps me to be confident is feeling confident. That's it. There is no any mantra for this. I was very confident because I try to be confident. I'll be faking every time. When I try to fake the confidence, I somehow got the confidence. And don't ever feel overconfident, because you have to think about what your capabilities. At the same time, you should be confident. When you fake the confidence, you'll automatically get the confidence. See, and the mistake, the main mistake, the big mistake, the big daddy, that is, everyone can speak English. The person who will be successful is who can communicate English. See, speaking and communicating are completely different things. If you're trying to focus on explanation, even if you do a mistake, that doesn't bother you a lot. If you're focusing on your English, if you do a mistake, your mind get tensed. Your main focus is on English. Your main focus is not on the topic or the subject, and that will increase your mistakes. So the main thing which you have to remember is always try to explain in English, not to speak in English. We can speak English fluently, we can speak that, but the only problem is we have to conquer our mind. So the only solution for that is shifting our focus towards the explanation or the topic or something like that. So don't focus on your English, focus on the topic which you are explaining in English. So that's all for this video. If I want to share one thing from this video, stop seeing the videos and start speaking in English. Start communicating in English. So every day take one object like specs. So explain about the importance of specs, or like the facilities of the specs, or like anything in front of the people, in front of the camera, in front of yourself, like so many things. Speak out loud, explain the things, and that will help you to be fluent in English. So explaining and communicating English is very, very important than speaking in English. Even when we speak English fluently, we will fear a lot. So the best thing is we have to remove our stage fear. So the best thing that we can do to remove our stage fear is feeling confident. And there are so many things which will help us to remove our stage fear. So I dedicatedly made a video on that. You can check it here. So that's all for this video. See you in the next one. It's your Hemanth Krishna signing off. Bye.